Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Amnesia later. And last time, we got the best CG in the game. We're done. We don't need to do any more. That Waka CG, Jesus Christ. But anyway, we finished doing Waka's world. So we went through all of his scenarios and saw all those. And now we are going to start Shin's route. So, it would make sense to go through and do like Ukyo, right? Because you choose this and then do, but like I don't want to do it that way. I want to save Iki, Kent, and Ukyo for the end because they're my favorites. And I want to get Toma the fuck out of the way because I hate him. But I also like. I feel like starting with Shin is okay, because he, like, is a little bit better. Like, than I remember. Like, the first time I played the game, I didn't really like him. But I do like him a lot better after I played the game the second time around. You know, more recently. I was like, okay, new appreciation for him. He's not bad. He's a pretty good character. So, starting with him makes sense. I think that's fine. It's also kind of the, not that there's an order, but it's the order that the guides are listed in. Was like the girls' party, Waka's world, then Shin. But then Toma's closer to the end, and I'm like, I don't want to ruin Iki and Kent by doing them and then ruining it by going down Toma's route. So we will. No, I'm sorry, Shin. We're gonna ruin it by Shin is the buffer. So we'll like, okay, we get one romancy route. It'll be like really fun. We'll see what these are like, and then we'll get Toma out of the way, and then we'll have fun and do the rest of them. And Orion will be in there at some point. He might be at the end, or maybe we'll do him after Toma as a refresher. Again, as a buffer, so that Toma doesn't piss me off so much, really, you know, depending. Because these are also, I don't know how long these are going to go, but most of them are kind of, the other ones have been very short, so, like, if these were only a few hours, then, like, I'm going to have to record a couple of them before I go back and forth. I'm recording all of this together because, you know, I've got a bigger buffer on the game we're playing in tandem, but anyway, so we're going with Shin or Toma, so. And which of those two? And we're going to pick Shin. There's a lot of choices in this, and I don't know if it's just, you know, short, or I don't know how long it is. There just seems to be a lot of choices, but. Let's see. Where's Shin? Oh, there he is. He seems to be chatting with Toma. Gross. Spacey, what are you doing here? Anyway, we're in the middle of something. What does that mean? Iki and Ken supposedly found a fort that must have been made by some local kids. They're hoping to upgrade it and have been totally obsessed with working on it. Went down to get materials to strengthen the fort and hide the entrance with leaves. Someone has to stop them, or I think even the kids who made it won't be able to find it. And Toma and I were just talking about how to stop them. Is this seriously what grown men talk about? It's kind of funny, though. The male staff of Maid no Hitsuji are all so unique. I feel like Orion says unique, and it's not a nice unique. It's not like, they're unique. It's like, they're unique. You mean it as an insult. 2 immature adults and 2 mature children. Yeah, I guess it's best we don't say which is more problematic. They're all, Toma is most problematic, but they're all a little problematic, no offense. Anyways, I'll monitor the situation and stop them. We can't let this continue any longer. So Shin, why don't you and Spacey go and take a walk? Huh? Why? You've been looking at your phone. That's rare for you. I bet you were looking for a good place to see the fireflies. Well, I don't know if you found one, but why don't you two go check it out? If you can't find them, we can always come back next week. And besides, Shin, you won't be able to stop them. What? Why not? What does that mean? I bet you anything you'd join in with them, and before you know it, you're doing it too. You were critiquing their building style the whole time we were watching them. I feel like Shin critiques everyone's everything the whole time he's watching them. God, why are you always picking up on those things? Sorry, I have good ears. It's settled then. I'll leave Spacey to you. Wow, surprisingly, Toma being a bro here and leaving instead of being like, Shin, you go help them, I'll keep Spacey in a cage. They do this so that when you're in Toma's route, you don't think he's so much of a raging fucking dick. You know what I mean? Because, like, he's fine in all the other routes. You know, even when he's like a little overprotective or weird, you're like, okay, well, he's like a big brother to us, so, like, fine. And, like, you're like, eh. But, like, I don't know if, again, the second time I played it, that I was like, eh. Just because I know what you're like. But he has moments like this where you're like, he's being a normal human being. Where you're like, I don't hate you right now, but I know what you're going to do to me later, so I do hate you. And I'm surprised you're letting Shin talk to me instead of putting me in a cage and taking... you know what I mean? But, like, shocking being normal. All fucking a disguise. Anyway. Totally not down with this. Why is he always talking down to me? Was he always like that? I feel like he's getting worse. Maybe I'm just imagining it. I don't know. We can't remember anything from the past! Anyways, it's true that I was looking for places on my phone. Bit of a walk, but let's go. And that said places my phone, not on my phone. Oh, like an exclamation. OH. Fucking Tim and Ronald. Until now, Shin hasn't had much to say about seeing the fireflies. But I guess he wants you to see them too. I wonder, why does everyone want to show you the fireflies so much? Maybe fireflies are some kind of trigger, and when you see one, you become some kind of super soldier or something. What? It could happen? Anyway, you must have promised to see the fireflies with someone here. Yeah, I wonder who that could be. Maybe... Hey, didn't I say let's go? Ah, crap, he's waiting. You're just standing there. I've been doing that a lot lately. Toma thinks you're sick. He's been worried about you, but that's not the case, right? You think you'll be... Oh, you think you'll still be up for the Firefly trip next week? It's just a day trip, but still... A trip to look for fireflies? Wait, is that... Oh, is it what Toma and the others were talking about the other day? If you're feeling sick, maybe it's best you don't go. Maybe you should go to the hospital. No way! Let's find a way to play it off like nothing's wrong! Nothing's wrong. Maybe I'm not sleeping enough. You don't have to worry, Shin. I don't think these matter, but I do have the guide. Like, I'm just going to use what's in the guide. We're not going to come back and redo all these different choices later. I did the ones for Waka because they were short, but I'm not going to go back through this whole thing, so. For all this time? What are you doing that keeps you up all night? Do you really want to know? Unlike me, you're not studying for college. Right. Nothing's wrong. Oh. Oh, it goes through all of them. I didn't realize that. Oh, okay. Nothing's wrong. So you're not even aware something's wrong. That sounds pretty bad. Whoa, that just made things worse. Oh, cool. It actually goes through all the choices. I didn't realize that because I saw maybe I'm not sleeping enough and I totally missed nothing's wrong. Nice. All right, cool. Well, there you go. Whoa, that's way too direct. So you don't want to tell me? I wasn't saying that. Well, yeah, sorta. You know, lately you've been... Oh, never mind. Let's go. Phew! That was a close one. Oh, I'm not sure he bought it. I guess it was reckless to think we could pull the wool over your childhood friend's eyes. Ah, crap. If we're not paying attention, he'll get mad again. Let's go. Maybe stop talking to me so much, Orion, so I can focus. I looked it up, and it seems like there have been a lot of fireflies spotted this year. And there were a lot last year, too, but there's even more this year. And people are talking about doing some kind of firefly festival in town. And nothing's official yet, but it sounds like the Chamber of Commerce is going to announce something next week. At least that's what I heard. And so I thought we might be able to see the fireflies if we go to the festival grounds. It's not far, just about a 10-minute walk from here. 10 minutes? It's not far, but it's not close either. Hey, your feet are hurting, right? Are you sure you're okay? You're not really used to these shoes, huh? Then I guess we can handle another 10 minutes. Oh, sorry. Supposedly the festival's gonna be here, but I don't see any fireflies around. Well, why don't we walk around a bit? There's a lake over there. Are you serious? Can't you see our feet hurt? Ah, he walked off already. And he complained when we were lagging behind before, and I don't want him to tell you to go to the doctor again. Fine. Let's just tough this out. 20 minutes later. Still no fireflies. Right. Honestly, I couldn't care less about that. Your feet are getting worse. Forget the fireflies. Do you want to go home? There's one more place where there was a sighting. Let's go. It's at the temple, so we can walk. We're walking even more? No way! Spacey, you're at your limit, right? You better speak up. Let me take a little break. My feet hurt. My feet hurt. Your feet? What the hell? You're bleeding from your toes. You were walking like that this whole time? Why didn't you say something, you idiot? You didn't really give her room to speak. Ugh. Spacey toughed it out. Give her some credit. Damn. I let this happen. You sit on that bench. Don't move, okay? I'll be right back. And there he goes. He was so mad. What right does he have to get mad at you? Mad at himself. He's mad that we didn't say anything, but also mad that he didn't notice. I'm not happy with this. I love the fact that Orion is like, whatever, Shin. But yet you think Toma's trustworthy. I mean, Orion, I really can't fucking trust your judgment. I love his pouty face, though. 5 minutes. Okay. My voice is hurt. Oh, he's back. Here, I got some bandages. Sorry, it's all they had, but it's better than nothing. When we get home, we can patch it up better. This is a quick fix. Here, let me put it on. Gosh, your big toe is cut pretty deep. Stuff hurts so much. How long was it like this? Really endured a lot. There, all done. Does it feel a little better? Now let's give up on finding the fireflies tonight and head back. I'll let Toma know. You walk home. I'll call a cab if it hurts too much. This key isn't hitting the wound directly, so it should be fine, right? Now that you put the bandage on you, I think you can walk home. Thank you, Shin. I think I can walk. Thank you, Shin. Forget the thank yous. I'm asking if you're feeling better. Yeah, I know. I didn't answer your question. We should still be able to say thank you. Gosh. I think I can walk. Okay, be sure to disinfect it. If you don't clean it well, it could get infected. My house isn't far from here. How about we drop by my place and fix it up before you head home? Here, give me your hand. Our hand? It hurts to walk, doesn't it? Here, take my hand. Lean on me. Oh, we got a CG holding his hand. He looks good in this CG. He looks so different. His hair is so dark in this CG. Like, so dark. He looks like a totally different person. Holy shit. She definitely is drawn a little bit different, I feel like, than everybody else. Oh, my throat hurts. You know what I mean? Like, even though the style is basically the same, she still looks a little bit simpler in her facial features. You know what I mean? And it's weird because it's not like there's so much more detail in everybody else. But there is something. Maybe it's the fact that they have. Well, I mean, it's because he's 3/4 profile, but it's like their noses are more defined or something. I don't know what it is, but it's just. She looks slightly simpler than every other character, and it's just a little bizarre. But, like, she doesn't look like as much of a potato here, but slightly potato-ish, but, like, you know. It's not like some CGs where you look and you're like, oh, she ruins it. Like, but it's just, I feel like they're characters from two different, like, shows with a similar art style that you put together, and you're like, it doesn't quite match. But, like, you know what I mean? You look at it and you're like, huh. It's strange. And is it just me? Like, have I just been playing these games so much that now I'm, like, over-analyzing the art? Like, but it just feels like she's drawn slightly differently. Like, if you took their heads off, like, hold your hand over their head. The outfits, the clothes, everything matches and looks perfectly fine, but their faces, and even the hair, just something about on hers is just less defined than him. He's got more, like, tones in his hair. It almost looks like more line. But you know what I mean? It's like, they did her, or, like, it'd be like if you did, like, here's my good draft, but I'm going to just now enhance it. Like, you do a sketch, like a line drawing, and then you color it in. You know how different that looks? She's like the line drawing, and he's the fully colored in version. You know what I mean? Even though they're both fully... Do you get what I'm saying? Like, anyway, I don't think I'm explaining it right, but she just looks slightly simpler. Like, they did, like, one pass through, and then they went through and enhanced everything except for her. Like, except for her face and her hair and everything, and they were like, yeah, it's fine. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is. But also, anyway, point is, he looks good in this. But he look so different. Because I think, because he's got, like, the highlights normally, the way the game does in his sprite, and his hair looks so much darker. He looks like a totally different person. Anyway. You're dragging your feet. This hurts so much. Ugh. Sorry for not noticing. Dad. Sure someone else like Toma would have noticed you were injured right away. Toma wouldn't have let us walk on our own. I'm not good at noticing things like that. But I guess you know that about me already, don't you? So from now on, tell me about that kind of stuff. Or else, I'll feel too bad. It's already bad that I didn't notice, but finding out you kept quiet and endured the pain is just worse. Always been like that, though. You're weirdly tough. You never speak up. But I don't want you to feel like you have to do that for me. I mean, it's still my fault for not noticing, but... Aww, he's being adorable. Why don't we walk slower? That's probably better. We're not in a rush to get home. And besides, it's like you're barely holding on to me. I can't support you if you don't let me. Are girls like this? Do you think it looks like we're dating? When we're dressed up, we're holding on to me. Looks like we're on a date. But in reality, you've just injured yourself. There's a reason, but... wouldn't do this with just a regular friend or a childhood friend, right? Maybe when we're walking together like this, it's easier for us to see each other in a different way. Aww. See, and this is why, like, he's moody and bitchy, and I like, my first playthrough 8 years ago, 7 years ago, whatever, it was like, God, he's kind of douchey. I don't really I didn't have the appreciation for the little bitchy character, but, like, I got more of appreciation for him, and now doing this is like, no, he's being kind of adorable. He's a little bitch, but it's cute. You know what I mean? Like, look at you, Mr. Tough Guy, trying to be like a big softy on the inside. I love it. I like him a lot better. Anyway. At least, that's how I feel. But, what about you? I don't. No, I feel the same way. Of course we're going to say I feel the same way. Oh. Seriously? You don't show it at all. It's so hard to read you sometimes. Of course I'm happy, but it's still kind of tough right now. And to know that you're feeling the same way hits me harder. Oh, look at he's kind of looking off to the side with a little smirk. Aww. This is like, wait, is he blushing too? I think he's blushing a little. Ugh, damn it. Why are you hurt? But I guess if you hadn't hurt your foot, you wouldn't be holding my hand, so... Ugh! What am I saying? This is unbearable. I shouldn't have said anything. Because I like the fact that this isn't, like, the world where we date him, but it's like... It's kind of interesting how they do this. This is like the way a normal Otome game works. Depending on who you choose, now, like, we chose Shin, so we're hanging out with him and we're saying all these things, so we're gonna, like, kind of date him. But it's really, like, that's not how, the payoff's not gonna happen here. It's like, then you go into the original world where you were already, it was gonna be him no matter what, you know? It's cute. If your feet hurt more, let me know. I'll carry you. I should have done that from the get-go, but I'm wearing sandals and I'm afraid I'll trip. It'd be horrible if I fell while carrying you, so you're gonna have to walk. Sorry. But don't push it, okay? Tell me before it's too much. Sit there, show me your feet. Let me disinfect it and put a new bandage on. It might hurt, but you're just gonna have to bear it. He sure is taking good care of you. That's good, I guess. I'm taking it off. Ow! Sorry, I'm sure that hurt. Your blood dried on the bandage. It hurts, but it's bearable. Plus, he even apologized. I'm gonna put some disinfectant, so it may sting. Ow! It stings! Look at Orion's little face. I love when he cries. His little crying face is so funny. Your leg is shaking. Are you okay? You are okay, right? But, the skin is peeled and it stings. Oh, God. That actually makes my feet hurt just thinking, like, when you get a blister on your toes from wearing flip-flops or something. Because, like, Hita sandals, like, are like thong. They go in between your, like, big toe and your other toe. Like a flip-flop. You know what I mean? Or a thong. Depending on, like, where you are in the world. So, like, I'm just thinking of, like, you know, the cheap $2 flip-flop. They probably cost, like, 10 times more than that now. Like, they used to get at Old Navy. They were, like, $2.50. And, like, those are great if you're going a short distance, but when you're walking, like, oh, I'll just wear them, and you're like, oh, God, they start to rub in between your toes, and sometimes along the side of your foot, like, oh, God, and then just getting a blister in your toe. Oh, somehow the blisters on your toes are worse than, like, the blisters on the back of your heels. Like, you know what I mean? But even those hurt, because then that's where your foot bends, so it's, like, in the crease, but, like, ugh. But even just thinking about this, I can feel the blister on my toe. Stop it. The things that haunt us all. Oh my God. And they sell disinfectant that doesn't sting. They do? Then why does this hurt so bad? And I just feel like those things don't work, so I didn't buy it. Seriously? Disinfectant that doesn't sting. Can't possibly work, right? Seriously, though? Okay. Talking about things you think you aren't going to work right. Like, if you follow me on Twitter, you know this already, because it was weeks ago by the time this goes up when I posted this. But, like, so, like, my mom's always has been telling me for the longest time about the Dawn, like, power spray wash. You just spray it on, and then you just rinse it, and everything's clean. And I'm, like, thinking, even though she's used to it, I still feel like that sounds like bullshit. So if you know how you see ads, and it's like, oh, any kind of dishwashing detergent or anything. It's like, oh, you just spray it on and rinse it, and it's good. And you're like, that's bullshit. Because then I have to scrub with all the elbow, and it never works that way. You know what I mean? So we got some last time I was at the grocery store. And I was like, all right, well, I have a pitcher that I was using for, like, cherry pomegranate, like, crystal light stuff. But, like, it's always stained, like, pinky kind of colors. And, like, I had used it on that, but it wasn't as bad. It was slightly stained. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I wasn't thinking about it. My iced tea pitcher, right? That thing is brown now. It used to be clear. It was like brown from all the iced tea constantly in there that no matter how many times you washed or put in the dishwasher, it was just you couldn't get those stains out, right? I sprayed that shit in there. You know, and then I went and did put my other dishes in the dishwasher, whatever. Look at that. I'm like, motherfucker, that thing looks like new. That shit is like magic. What kind of fucking sorcery, Dawn? How the hell? I don't know. But it's like, it's just like on that line of like, it can't possibly work that well. You know, like if you saw the commercial, you just spray it, rinse it, and go. And then you're like, bullshit. No, it fucking, holy shit. They murdered unicorns to make this shit. I don't even know. And it smells really nice too, by the way. So I'm sold. This is like the best fucking thing. I'm like, can I just clean everything in my house with this? Does it have to be just dishes? I just want to spray that shit in my shower and see if like the water's like stains from the shower doors come off and shit. Like, Dawn, you need to fucking make, like, mildew remover for showers and bath and everything. Because holy crap, what the fuck is this sorcery? It shouldn't get out. I'm like, I can't wait till my coffee pitcher's done and I just spray it in there. Is because that's also stained because it's like a clear plastic pitcher. So of course it's going to pick up coffee stains when constantly putting coffee in there because I like iced coffee. So I make a whole 12 cups. You know what I mean? When I make coffee. So then I always have iced coffee. So like that thing is like, and it's been in the dishwasher and everything and it never gets that. It's like, it gets clean, but it's like, it's stained. Oh hell no. Those fucking pitchers look new. I can't even. I can't even. I did it earlier today. It's been hours. And my brain is still like, the hell? Sorcery. Magic. Anyway. That was literally just on me like, it can't possibly work. And yet when it does, you're like, magic. Anyway. I'm putting in a new bandage. Hey, you have some at home, right? And be sure to put a new one on after you take a bath. All done. Well, why don't you rest a little bit before heading back? I'll walk you home. Hang on, let me call Toma and let him know. Ew, I'm glad he was able to treat you, Spacey. What a relief. Toma, it's me. We had to go home. Her shoes messed up her foot pretty bad. I'm gonna take her home, so we won't be coming back. Sound good? Oh, yeah? What are you doing? What? Stop them! Don't let them do that! Yeah, whatever. Hell no, I won't join. Anyways, later. Was he mad? And supposedly Iki, Ken, Ukyo, and the manager are fighting right now. What? Iki brought some water guns at the store, and whoever gets the most wet loses. And Toma said it's harmless, so he's letting them do it, but seriously? This is fucking hilarious. I love our boys. They're such idiots. Gosh, how embarrassing. They're adults. Listen, Orion, adults are allowed to have fun too. Next, you're going to make fun of adults who play video games, and I'm going to slap the stupid Sprite right out of you. I will knock your fucking brains out. And Toma went with Mine, Sawa, and the others to light firecrackers. Sounds like he gets to have all the fun. Okay, so lighting firecrackers is totally adult, but playing with water guns is juvenile? I'm just fucking throwing it out there, Orion. Shut your fucking face. Although they couldn't find any fireflies, it seems like they're all enjoying themselves. No, that's right. Why don't we ask him why we're looking for fireflies? You're also hung up on it, but we still don't know why. Shin seems to want to show you fireflies too. Although we should be careful about how we ask the questions. Do you want to see fireflies, Shin? Everyone sure does love fireflies. Why do you want to show me fireflies so much? All of them. We ask all of them. So, all right, we'll just start at the top. I saw them last year, so not really. And besides, I wasn't the one that said I wanted to see it again. Everyone sure does love fireflies. Beats me. Mina and Rika both mentioned they hate bugs, so why did they come? I guess they'll do anything if it means getting to get dressed up and look pretty. I mean, this was a good time, so... Oh, Iki and Ken seem to like insects. Seems definitely like a Kent thing. And they told me they once drove all the way out to Shinano to find rhino beetles. Why do you want to show me fireflies so much? You seriously gonna ask that now? Crap! Did we just step on a landmine? Do you really forget why? Or are you just checking? Do you not remember you can't make it to the company trip this year? What? Company trip? Oh, that's right. We're getting a memory. Fireflies were so pretty. It would be great if we could see them all together next year. Next year again, with everyone on our company trip. That went way too fast. It went auto. So I'm sorry. I had to read that very fast. And I don't think we can go back. Oh, okay. Nope. Nope, we can't even go back and see what it said, so I'm sorry. I read that really fast if you want, like, that in a normal, succinct way. I don't like that. I know that I put text fast. But But I'm gonna guess it's when I put the auto text, the text window, the text speed. But I feel like that shouldn't go through until you click it. But I didn't click it, it just went. So that kind of sucks. But I don't want to change it for moments like that, because then these take too long to fill, and that's going to drive me crazy, so. That's right. You saw fireflies with everyone from Mato no Hitsuji last year. And everyone saw how happy that made you, and they all wanted to show them to you again this year. Isn't that really weird that we're like, that makes me happy, and they're like, oh my god, let's all take her again next year. Are we a toddler? What is happening? That's so bizarre. I see. You didn't make a promise with just one person, but to everyone. But you're not able to go this year's work trip anymore. Around that time, I'll be going to my parents' place overseas. If only that day didn't overlap, but it didn't work out that way. It's a shame, but it's out of my hands. I hate that. I hate how fast it goes. You don't even have time to read half of it. And the manager tried to adjust the dates for you, but he couldn't move things around because he booked the tickets in advance. And that's when Sawa said, Spacey, we'll see the Fireflies again this year no matter what. So she got us all involved and planned this whole trip. Well, we couldn't guarantee we'd find any of the trips, so we were hoping to see some tonight just in case. I see. That's why Shin was trying so hard to find Fireflies for you. It was because you got really excited seeing them last year. Again, though, everyone's it's a little weird that everyone's like, I know we're the main character, but it just doesn't seem a little, you're like, this is a little bizarre. I see. So did you forget? Why? What do you mean, why? Seriously, there's something wrong with you, isn't there? Something happened. You not tell me? Is it that you think I can't help you? Or maybe, do you not trust me? Well, I trust you, but I can't tell you. You won't believe me. But, okay, we go with I trust you, but I can't tell you. Why? You say you trust me, but can't tell me? I don't get it. Is it wrong of me to want to know everything about you? Is it wrong for me to want to take it all in? Until just recently, you used to tell me everything. But you stopped lately. Or rather, you're hiding something. Why is that? Is there someone else you can trust more? Is someone you can tell everything to? Is that all I am now? Just the childhood friend to you? Right. Guess that's normal. Ugh. Maybe I should break it all already. Well, he's angry. Huh? What does he want to break? He's getting kind of scary. Shin, you're scaring me. What's the matter? I'll go with Shin, you're scaring me. What's in the guide? Doesn't matter. I'm not planning on doing anything scary. Oh, that's not it. I guess to you, anything I'm thinking might seem scary, huh? But I don't want to hold back anymore. I don't want to be just out of reach from you anymore. You're off next Monday, right? I want to see you. I need to talk to you. Three days later. See, that comes up and stays up longer than her thought process. We're a little early, but this is where we're meeting Shin, right? Shin is not here yet. Well, obviously, we're more than 10 minutes early. I wonder what Shin wants to talk about today. Any idea? Yes. I see. Actually, me too. I think I know what Shin's gonna say. He's in love with us and wants to date. I'm not gonna ask you what you're gonna say. But if you're gonna pick Shin, you have my support. Oh, look, there's Shin. And this is where we get his after story. That's the last thing, so. Oh, you're here already. I came pretty early too, but I guess you beat me. Sorry for calling you like this. I was gonna mention this the other night, but I needed some time. Thinking about what happens if I crash and burn here gives me cold feet, but I can't just keep things the way they are. I can't just stand by and let someone else take you away. I thought I could just keep my distance from you, but I mean, he also has fucking noodle arms. If you actually look, it's like They gave them like these wide. I mean, they have fucking swan necks. Okay, they have giraffe necks, giraffe legs, spider fingers, and noodle arms. They definitely have the weirdest proportions. But like normally you wouldn't notice because of it. But except for his arms away from his body, and you're like, the hell is that twig? Good God. I thought I could just keep my distance from you, but that didn't work either. I can't keep pretending you're nothing more than a childhood friend to me. Spacey, That's it? It just cuts off? It just cuts off right before his confession? It's pretty funny. I kind of like it. Feel a little cock-blocked, but at the same time, you're like, well, the point is, then we go to his after story. That's kind of cute. It's interesting. All right, so we go to the, new game, and then we go to his, after story. I'm assuming this is Orion. Everybody's locked. Just Shin. Only Shin. And we pick, I like how it says, select new game, after story, pick Shin. Obviously. You know, Shin, if you were nicer to me, it would make me even more happy. Be more specific. Like, holding hands? No, wait, that's embarrassing. See, I told you you're not nice. Is that how you define kindness? Seriously, don't get it. Well, if you don't get it, then why don't you just start off by holding my hand, right? Fine. And September 12th. And Orion's no longer here, so thank God I don't have to do his voice anymore. I love Orion, but his voice is hard, man. Finally, you picked up. Were you still sleeping? Hey, are you listening? Are you even awake? Yeah, I'm very much awake. It's strange. I woke up from my dream and I can still hear your voice. Oh, so you were dreaming of me? Yeah, in my dream we were holding hands. Couldn't you have dreamt anything better? It was plenty good, but I woke up just as things were getting better. Feels like a wasted opportunity. Is that so? Sounds like I called it the perfect time then. Meanie. That wasn't mean. It wasn't like I aimed for the timing. Anyways, you're off work today, right? I don't have any prep school either. Why don't you come by later in the evening? I should be free, so we should finally be able to spend some time together. Oh, by the way, my parents are here today. And even if you do come by, I still need to study. But if you don't mind, you're free to come over. I don't have any plans, but I need to study. So you have plans to study. I won't be a distraction. Not really. Unless you plan on getting a lovey-dovey with me. Then that's different. Oh. I was kidding. Don't worry about it. Hey, you're still not fully awake, are you? Well, whatever. So what are you gonna do? Okay, then I guess I'll drop by. I'll call you when I get out of school. Don't go back to sleep, okay? That dream I just had. It hasn't even been a month since, but it felt like so long ago. Ever since we held hands then, we've spent less time together. So maybe that's why... Huh? I hope it comes soon. Want to see Shin. Our high school boyfriend. While we're in college. Oh my god, that's so inappropriate. Oh look, he's wearing a different outfit! They toned everything down. How many? There's only one zipper on this. I don't understand. This is not what I signed up for. This is not Amnesia Memories. I know it's Amnesia Later, and they're like, later, we only have a zipper. I'm gonna just imagine this has to be a full onesie, tracksuit, jumper thing, because but please tell me there's like 32 useless buckles on the side. This is not his outfit. I can't believe they changed him. I was wondering, I'm like, I wonder if they're gonna change him. And like change their outfits. I kind of miss the ridiculously absurd buckles, straps, chains, belts, loops, all those things. Like they rolled out a fucking Final Fantasy. Like, I'm just here for that. Like, next, what are the correct auxiliary verbs? Am, is, and are for present tense. Was, were, wasn't, and weren't for past tense. Correct. Now, what does this idiom mean? Hope springs eternal. Means you can find hope even in the most tragic situations. You're right. Amazing, Shin. You've got all the problems right. You've gotten all problems right. Wow. It's nothing. And besides, all we did was go over the basics. Were you up late last night too? Made sure to make time for sleep. No point in staying up to study things I'll forget from lack of sleep. And that said, it's almost September. It's September 12th. Didn't it say September 12th? That's the first choice in the thing, so I thought it was... And also, Orion left us on August 31st. So, like, it would basically be September. So it's almost September is weird for him to say. That's... Anyway. Which means I really need to focus on my studies. And that's kind of into my sleep a bit. But I haven't lost enough sleep to say I'm sleep deprived. I'm fine. So, it's been tough studying, huh? Obviously. I only have 6 months left until the exam. But I've been studying pretty diligently, so I think I'm better off than some of the others. See, don't overdo it, okay? There's no point if you get sick. Speaking from experience, I remember you had a high fever during your entrance exam. I went to go check on you, but despite not being able to get up, you were still reading a study guide. I remember. You got so mad at me. You told me how it's worse that I continue being sick rather than take a break from studying. And thanks to your advice, my fever went down and I was able to go to school the next day. While you were a little strict, I know you only scolded me because you care about me. And of course I wanted you to pass your exam. I saw how hard you were working for it. I guess it's just that I've seen you work hard all your life, and because of that I feel like I should work hard too. Shin, can I come in? Sure, what's up? Why don't you rest soon? You must be tired. Still fine. You can be fine, but think about Spacey who has to put up with all this. Isn't that right? What? Why would she be tired? Because she's helping you study. That must be exhausting. She's like, why don't you actually, fool around with your girlfriend? Be a normal boy. Jesus. Hi, Spacey. I brought some of the sweets you like. Why don't we enjoy them over some tea? Thank you, I'd love some. Okay. I think this is also one of those, the choices don't matter at all. But I'm just gonna go... If I'm not 100% sure what I would choose, I'm gonna go with the guide. But in this case, I feel like if the guide is saying, that makes me question, maybe we shouldn't say I'd love some. Maybe, is then we can hang out with Shin more. You know what I mean? There's no bad endings. There's only one, so it doesn't matter. Huh? Oh, I see. You're looking out for me, aren't you? And don't worry about me. You must want to rest your eyes, too. You were reading that book this whole time. Let's take a break. You sure? Then I'd love some. Let me help you with the tea. Oh, see? So we got little, even though it doesn't matter, it's nice to be like, and he's like, don't worry about me. Thanks, girl. And you're like, oh, okay. And he's got that little cute smirk on his face. It's adorable. All right. Oh, really? Thank you. Is that the voice I gave her? I was like, this mom's not important. Oh, look at the time. You have to work tomorrow, right? We should finish up soon. Sounds good. Then let me go say goodbye to your mom. Don't get caught. If she starts talking, she'll keep you forever, and you'll get back late. Hey. Oh! Now he's back to his normal outfit? Okay. I was gonna say, what the shit? I'm not used to this. Yeah, so, okay. By the way, he said it's almost September, and it's supposedly September 12th. So, that's a weird fucking typo. Is it almost... It's almost the end of September, maybe, is what they meant to say? And that was just a bad translation, so... Bad job, Tim and Ronald! Translating terribly. You're terrible typists and terrible translators. Who gave you this job? Go back to the art department. And fix their noodle arms. Anyway. Hey, she gave you something on her way out, didn't she? Yeah, that paper bag in your left hand. What is it? It was the leftover snacks. She said that you guys wouldn't be able to finish them all, so I took some. Why does she buy such a big box if she knows she can't finish it? You don't like them? I don't hate them, but I can only eat one. And the texture's just too much. I I think being like mochi makes them tasty. See, mochi is one of those things I can't because it's very like it's not like it's kind of like a gummy texture. The ones that I've had, and I'm not a huge gummy person. Like Sour Patch Kids are different because they're sour over the gummy, but like gummy bears or like gummy type foods, I don't particularly like. So like mochi is one of those like, yeah, I don't like the gumminess. Mochi is mochi. Snacks should be snacks. Question the notion of combining them. And besides, if she brought snacks for break time, shouldn't she be buying my favorites? Why does she keep buying your favorites? Come to think of it, you're right. Maybe she feels bad for me. Oh, definitely not. She just wants to make you happy, that's all. Toma. Why does everyone like to spoil you? Why don't you? Then let me go buy your favorite things next time around. That wasn't really the point. I don't care about that. Oh, think of it. Did you hear from Toma? Yeah, he messaged me yesterday. He said he wasn't prosecuted. Yeah. Can't believe those cops. Even when you decided not to press charges, they were so persistent in trying to charge him. What did he do in Shin's route that he got arrested for? Like, I forgot about that. But see, even in Shin's route, you were a creepy psychopath. And I can't remember what he did. And I just played the game not that long ago. What did he do? Goddamn, anyway. Guess they finally gave up. Well, it's kind of my fault. I was the one pushing the cops after all. Oh! Was that the route where... Was this the one? Was Shin's route the route where we were in the woods? Where we went camping in the woods with everyone, and then we, like, got pushed off a ravine or something? Like, off the cliff, kind of, and fell down, and it was Toma that pushed us? Was that what he did? Because I remember that was, like, a thing and someone did it. I know we went in Iki's route, and the girl, and if we separate from him or something, the girls, like, lure us into the woods and actually kill us. Like, we actually die. I think we run and we fall. But I think Toma also pushed us in one of them. But I think it's because I did Shin's route first, because I did them in order. So, like, it was so long ago. And it's been, like, at least a month or two since I finished the game before we started this. So, you know, 2 days before, it's out of my head. Like, I don't know. Anyway. You were trying to check up on me, right? Yeah. Back then my head was so preoccupied with you and the accident. So, about Toma. He said he won't be back yet, but he seems to be doing well, so that's good. I wonder where Toma is right now. When I asked him where he was, he just said, somewhere far away. Which is good! Stay far away, Toma! I feel like it kind of makes sense for him to be creepy-er and clingy-er and have done all this, like, in Shin's route, because if you're falling in love with Iki or Kent, it's like, oh, he's just gonna slink off. You fall in love with Shin, and it's like, I'm right here! You know what I mean? Him and Shin, he thinks, are on the same level, so if you're gonna fall in love with one of your childhood friends, it's gonna be him, not Shin, and then when it's Shin, it's like, the fuck? You know what I mean? But if it's some random person over there, then it's like, oh, well, you know, like, it's not as much, like, it's harder feeling like you're competing against Shin than it would be some random other guy that you like Iki or Kent. You know what I mean? Anyway. Maybe he needs to collect himself. Leave him be. I'm sure he'll show up someday. I hope not. I hope he comes back home soon. I don't. You seriously are one hell of a nice person, you know that? No, we're an idiot. So you don't feel the same way? I mean, okay. I guess, fair. The Toma in this route is not the Toma in Toma's route. Kind of, though. But if he injured us, I don't remember him. I think it was more of an accident. Like, not on purpose. Like, he wasn't trying to hurt us. If I remember correctly, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt here. I'm just, 'cause this way I don't feel as pissed at her for caring about where he is. But if we didn't press charges, I feel like it's because we're like, I don't think he meant to do it. You know what I mean? I think he did push us. Because didn't he see us with Shin or something? And then, like, God, I can't remember now. But anyway, I don't think he, like, was, you know what I mean? Just like, is as psycho in this as he was in his own. But still borderline there. So still don't trust him. But, like, whatever. I do feel the same way. Of course I want him back. We promised him that we'd be waiting. As soon as he gets back, I'm gonna make him take us out somewhere good. You better come too. And I don't really want Toma to come back. I hope he stays gone, like, forevers. Thanks for walking me home. Don't worry, it was a good break. You have prep school tomorrow, right? When's the next time I can see you? Huh. What's wrong? I was just thinking, you've been more honest lately to ask me that. But it's a good question. School started and my days off, I'm stuck at prep school. Guess we haven't had much time together, huh? Sorry for making you endure this. But when I have time, I promise I'll call you. All I can say is wait until then. Yeah. But if you want, you can be the one to call me once in a while. No, it's okay. I'll be patient. I know you're busy studying. My girl. He's like, you can call me once in a while. She's like, no, you're busy studying. He's like, I meant it would be nice and it would make me feel like you liked me if you called me once in a while. But like, well, okay, whatever. Hey, if that's how you feel. And don't give me that look. Huh? And when you give me that look, I don't know what to do. What do you mean? Why? Are you gonna kiss me now? Get me up against this wall and kiss me. Oh yeah! Woo! You're welcome! Okay, well he just grabbed us, put his arm around us, and pulled us in and kissed us. That's fine. He didn't pin us up against a wall, but I'm here for this. I'm here for this. Yeah, there you go. You're welcome. You know, I'm just so happy because everyone, I've been saying this for so long. Are you going to kiss us now? And it never happens. And this time it did. And I'm just so proud of me. 1 out of 100 times it was bound to work. Girl, close your eyes. It's being weird. Oh, there you go. At least they're not as open wide. You make me want to do this. I was restraining myself all this time, but when you look lonely like that, I can't help myself. It's a problem. You were restraining yourself? Yeah, I was. If I wasn't, then I would have been doing this a lot sooner. I don't think we would have been complaining. But I knew that I wouldn't be able to study after one kiss, so I've been holding back this whole time. Kinda cute. I also want to see you too, Even now I'm making as much time as I can. But truthfully, see you even more. But I know that I'm the one making you go through this. It feels wrong to complain about wanting to see you every day. For some reason, you care about my studies more than I do. Well, I don't want to get in your way. Dummy. And there are times when I can be more efficient by seeing you. So, if you really miss me and want to see me, you can say so. If I really can't see you, I'll say so. Told you. I don't want you to have to endure things on your own, okay? Well, say that. Seems like I'm already putting you through a lot. So let me get away with this, okay? I won't ask you to let me into your room. I mean, I wish you would. She'd be like, you can ask me to let you into my room, and if I don't want to let you into my room, I'll just tell you, okay? Fair is fair. Shin, you've been so nice lately. Yeah, when did this happen? I'm okay with it. I like it. He's still a little like, God, idiot. Just tell me you miss me. I like it. Okay. Because a certain someone was pouting about me not being nice. And after everything that went down, got me thinking. The accident, the incident, I was the cause of both of them. This all happened because I pressured you. And no matter how much I feel bad or regret it, I can't change that fact. And there's no way to change the past. But I can control what happens from here on. I never want to put you through that again. And in order to ensure that it doesn't happen again, I needed to change. That's why you've become nicer? I don't know if I'm doing a good job at it, though. Not the best job, but a good job. But I promised. I promised that I'd make you happy. So that's what I'm trying to do. Shin. To put it all into words feels kind of strange. So can we stop talking about this? I love the fact that it's like, I'm trying to be nicer. Is it working? And you're like, a little bit. Like, listen, there are some people that are naturally nice, and they're better at being nice than you are. Compared to them, you're not good at it at all. But, like, compared to the way you were, you're doing swell, sweetie. We appreciate it. It's adorable. Pat him on the head. You know what I mean? Like, good job. You're doing a good job. You're trying. It's working. You're a little rough around the edges, but it's alright. We're here for it. Yeah, I like him so much better than I did the first time I played this game. If you watched the first playthrough and then you came here, you're like, the hell? Like, I just flip-flopped so hard. Don't worry, when we get to Toma, I'm going to be back to, fuck you, I hate you. Again, except for that scene where he pinned us to the floor and was, like, on top of us. It was like, this is kind of hot. I hate you, but right now, I still hate you. But, like, we can hate fuck, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, there's probably gonna be moments like, I would love this if it wasn't Toma doing it. You know what I mean? It's gonna be difficult. I still hate Toma, though. Oh, speaking of which, how are you feeling? Are you still going to the hospital? No, I had my last checkup the other day. So you're completely recovered now, huh? Glad to hear that. I mean, it's only been 12 days, technically. Actually, that's true. We started technically hanging out with Shin in like most of August. So we've really only been dating for like a month. Well, I'm heading back then. Oh. I don't have prep school the day after tomorrow. If you're free, why don't you visit again? Call me when you're on your way. Alright, good night. Oh, another just forceful kiss. I like it. I don't even get a word in edgewise. He just shoves his tongue down my throat. I'm alright with this. Good night. I'm like here for this. Stop it. Shin's been working really hard, and he's been so considerate by making sure he isn't pushing me. I want to pay him back for that, but I know how you can pay him back. Invite him into your room. I don't think I'll ever get used to his sudden kisses like this. I don't know if I want to get used to it. I like it. You're like, oh, you just take me by surprise all the time. Sweep me off my feet. September 13th. We're almost at time. We're a little under time, but I think we should stop here before we get too far into September 13th. I think it's a good, like, point to, like, plus the last couple parts but the last part and some of the other ones have gone over. So, like, this way we're stopping on, and then we start fresh on September 13th tomorrow. There's only 6 days that we get through, so, I mean, we might only have, like, 3 or 4 parts of this, so I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.